In this video, we are going to look at these questions here. So the question reads, express the following in the form A, in brackets we have x plus h squared plus h. So we are going to start with our question A right here, which is x squared plus 4x plus 7. So we should express this in this form. Now, when you look at this expression, this is a quadratic expression, okay? So how do we express it in this form? So to express it in this form, we are going to be using completing the square method. So let us look at our question 1. So this is our question 1 right here. So remember, they have told us to say we should express this in this form. A, in bracket we have x plus h squared, then plus h. So this should be expressed in this form. Now, how can we do that? So in order for us to be able to do that, we can notice that for this one, the coefficient is 1, okay? The coefficient is a what? A 1. So meaning that where there is this a, because this a, it shows the coefficient of x squared, okay? X with the highest power. So what you are going to do is this. We are going to write x plus, now for this one, for this to be 4x, it means it was 2x plus 2x. So what you are going to do is you are going to get the 2, okay? You are going to get the 2 in brackets, and then we square, because we know that we have gotten this 4x by dividing with a 2, then we square it. So half of 4 is a 2, then we square it. That's why we are going to obtain the squares on x and a 2 like this. Now after doing this, then we are going to write plus 7, then minus, okay, then minus a 4. So from here we are going to have x plus 2 squared. So 7 minus 4, you are going to have a positive 3. So this is our answer. Now in this case, I'm sure you are wondering, where is the a? So in this case, the a will be a 1, okay, which we can just indicate there, or we can just remove it, because the coefficient of x squared is a 1. Okay, now let me just explain it in simple terms in case you don't understand where these are coming from. So if you are using completing the square method and you have x squared plus 4x plus 7, normally what we do is we will get the coefficient of x on the middle here, which is a 4. Then we are going to do what? We are going to divide this by 2, or we are going to multiply it by half. So once we do this, we'll get a 2. So this 2, we have to square it. So you need to get this, then you come and replace there where there is 4x. That's why we are dx squared plus 2 power 2, okay? Then plus 7. So that's why I was able to say x squared plus 2x squared. These are having the squares, so just write x plus 2 in brackets, you square plus 7. Now whatever that you do here, should also put it here. Now in this case, we are going to subtract from a 7. That's why you wrote minus. So what is the square of 2 squared? It's a 4. So that's why here there is a 4 there. So this is our answer. So we have now come to question 2. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 11. So now how can we express this one in the form that you have been given? Remember, this one should be expressed in the form x plus h in brackets squared and then plus h. So how are we going to express this one? So here it's important that you take note of what you have. So the coefficient of x on the middle is 5. So remember, I've said this 5 will be divided by 2, okay? Then we square it. So this will mean we are going to have this, will replace this on the middle, then this same thing will be added here where there is 11. So we are going to have x, then we say plus 5 over 2 in brackets squared, because this has a square, even this x has a square. Then plus 11. Now in this case we are going to say minus. So what is our 5 squared? It's a 25. What is our 2 squared? It's a 4. So we are going to have x plus 5 over 2 squared plus 11 minus, now 25 over 4, definitely, or 11 minus 25 over 4. Okay, I think we can just answer it there. 11 minus 25 over 4 to give us something like, we can leave it as a mixed fraction. Okay, where we can say it will give us 4 or number. Okay, can get 4 number, then 3 over 4, meaning that to give us something like this, 19 over 4. Now I've transformed this one into a mixed fraction. So this is what you are going to get. So you can see I've expressed this one in this required form that they wanted us to do. We can now move on to the third one. So this is our third one. Now for the third one, we have 4x squared plus 8x minus 3. You can notice the difference here. The difference is that here the coefficient of x squared is a 4. As you can see here, it's a 4. Now this one can be expressed in the form a x plus h squared then plus h, in this form. Okay, now what you are going to do is, step 1, we are going to divide throughout the expression by 4, because we have seen we want to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is a 1. So I divide by 4, even here divide by 4, divide by 4. So I'm going to have x squared plus 4 into 8, it's a 2, x minus 3 over 4. Now remember, I want to express this in this form. So here you have not entirely thrown the 4 here, because we should have something here. Okay, because of the 4 which is here as the coefficient of x squared. So what you are going to do there is this. You are going to put this in brackets, then you put a 4, this 4 right here. So it's more like you have factored out a 4. Though you know that 4 is not a factor of 3. But when you distribute this 4 throughout, you come back to this expression on top, because 4 times x squared you get 4x squared, 4 times positive 2x you get 8x, 4 times negative 3 over 4 you are going to get the negative 3, because the 4 and the 4 will cancel. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you leave it in this stage. So what are you going to do here? What are you going to do? So what you are going to do here is you are going to apply now what you have been doing from the previous examples. So I'm going to write 4, okay, open brackets like this. So you are going to take now x squared plus 2x. Remember, the coefficient of this x on the middle is a 2. Okay, it's a 2, which will be divided by 2, then we square. So this will mean you get a what? A 1 squared. So here are going to have x plus 1, then squared. Okay, let me put these brackets, then squared. So after doing this, then we say minus 3 over 4, then minus. So we'll get this 1 squared here, we'll put it here, then we can close. So from this stage now, we can say 4, then you get x plus 1 squared, then negative 3 over 4 minus 1, negative 3 over 4 minus 1 to give us negative 7 over a 4. Negative 7 over a 4. That is what is going to give us. Okay. Now, what you are going to do is, you can see they want us to express in this form, where x plus h in brackets squared is the only one in brackets. But here we've got these other brackets. So how do we get rid of these outside brackets? We should expand with this 4. So 4 times x plus 1 in bracket squared, we'll get 4, then x plus 1 squared minus 4 times 7 over 4. We'll just get a 7. So this is our answer. I'm sure you are wondering now, here, but where they have told us to say expressing this form, there is a plus, here there is a minus. This does not, according to the question, it does not specify, okay, the nature for the value of h. It doesn't specify. So it can either be a positive or a negative. So this is where you end. So I have answered our question C. We can now move on to our next question, and this is our question D. So under question D, what we have here is 8 minus 4x minus 2x squared. So you can write this in a different way. You can write it as negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. Now remember, we also want to express this one in the same form, a open bracket x plus h squared then plus h. So how do you express this one? It's simple as well. So first stage, you can what you can do is you can divide throughout by negative 2 here. So here you get you are going to get x squared plus, so negative plus 2 into 4x, you get a 2x, then minus, here you get a 4. Then when you reach this stage, you can remember what I said at first. You have not, don't forget the negative 2 here. So you can put a negative 2 outside the bracket. Okay, you can put a negative 2 outside the bracket so that it will give you back the original expression here, because we want to express in this form. Okay, then from here, I'm going to say negative 2 open bracket. So we'll get the x plus 1 squared, okay, then minus 4, then minus 1. Again, we close. I hope you are moving together. You know where I've gotten this part here. There is, we have gotten the coefficient of x on the mid, which is a 2. Okay, so 2 divides 2, then we square this. Remember, we are using completing the square method. So this is how we complete the square method. So this will give us 1 squared. So get the 1, then we marry it with x plus 1, because the 1 will be squared. So to be the squares on x and 1. So that's why I'm saying x plus 1 in brackets squared minus a 4, and then minus a 1. Okay. And then from this stage, this is what you're going to do. Negative 2. Then we have x plus 1 squared minus negative 4 minus 1, we are getting a negative 5, like this. Now remember, we want to express it in this form, of which we should get rid of the outside brackets here. So we will multiply negative 2 throughout. So we have negative 2, then x plus 1 squared, negative 2 times negative 5, you are going to get positive what? Positive 10. Okay, you are going to get positive 10. So this is your answer. Or you can write it in this way. You can start with 10 minus 2, then x plus 1 in brackets squared. Or even in this way, you can write it. You are going to get the marks. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody. We've come to the end of our short presentation. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye-bye.